Everyone at Lincoln High whispered about the new girl before she even walked through the door. Some said she came from a tough neighborhood. Others claimed she'd been kicked out of her last school for fighting. By lunchtime, the rumors had already reached Jason, the school's self-proclaimed king of the hallways, a white senior whose father sat on the school board. When he saw her, quiet, confident, and unapologetically herself, something inside him twisted. So he decided to teach her a lesson. What Jason didn't know was that the girl he was about to humiliate in front of everyone wasn't just strong, she was a national boxing champion who'd spent years fighting battles much tougher than a high school bully. Autumn sunlight filtered through the tall windows of Lincoln High as Maya Carter stepped into her new school. A 17-year-old black girl with braids neatly tied back, she carried herself with a calm grace that came from years of discipline, not arrogance. Her father, a retired Marine, had raised her with a simple rule: never start a fight, but never run from one either. Maya wasn't looking for trouble. She just wanted a normal semester, finish her classes, graduate quietly, and maybe even make a few friends before college. But she'd soon learn that some people couldn't stand peace when prejudice whispered in their ears. Jason Miller had ruled the school for years, wealthy, confident, and cruel when he wanted to be. He enjoyed making others feel small, especially those who didn't fit in. When he noticed Maya in the cafeteria line, something about her composure, the way she ignored him completely, made his ego burn. The whispers started small. She thinks she's better than us. By the end of the week, the tension had thickened like a storm cloud. Maya felt eyes follow her down every hallway. Lockers slammed louder when she walked by. But she stayed silent, because that's what real strength looked like. Jason, however, mistook her silence for fear. And fear was something he loved to exploit. It began one cold Wednesday morning. Maya opened her locker to find it filled with shredded gym clothes and a note that read, "Go back to where you came from." Her stomach tightened, but she didn't react. She'd seen worse, in the ring, in life, in places where words hurt more than punches. By lunch, Jason had decided to make things official. His friends recorded as he tripped her in the hallway. Books scattered. Laughter erupted. But Maya just picked them up, quietly, her expression unreadable. That silence unnerved him more than any insult could have. Over the next few days, the bullying escalated. Her locker was vandalized again. Someone spread rumors that she'd been arrested. Yet, every morning, Maya still showed up. Calm, poised, untouchable. One afternoon, the gym teacher made an announcement. The school's charity event would include an open boxing demonstration. Anyone could volunteer to show basic moves. Maya hesitated. She hadn't boxed publicly since her last regional championship. But something inside her whispered that maybe this was the right moment. Jason smirked when he heard the announcement. He saw an opportunity to humiliate her in front of the entire school. On the day of the event, the gym buzzed with noise. Students gathered, phones ready to record. Jason strutted to the center of the ring, gloves on, flashing a grin. He'd arranged with the teacher to spar lightly with Maya, just for fun. Everyone expected her to back out, but she didn't. She laced up her gloves with quiet confidence and stepped into the ring, her father's old dog tag tucked under her shirt. When the whistle blew, Jason threw a lazy jab, expecting her to flinch. Instead, Maya moved, fast, precise, effortless. She didn't hit him hard, but the control in her movement spoke volumes. A second jab came. She dodged. Third one, she countered lightly, her glove stopping an inch from his cheek. The gym went silent. Jason's grin faded. That's when he realized he wasn't in control anymore. Humiliation burned hotter than the gym lights. Jason, desperate to save face, lunged wildly. His punch missed, and in one smooth, practiced motion, Maya stepped aside, letting his own momentum send him stumbling forward. Gasps echoed. The once loud crowd had gone still, mesmerized by the grace of a girl they'd underestimated. Maya could have struck back. She could have knocked him flat and proven every rumor wrong in one hit. But she didn't. Instead, she lowered her gloves and turned away. That silence, that restraint, was louder than any punch. Jason froze, chest heaving, the crowd watching as his pride shattered. For the first time, he saw her not as someone beneath him, but as someone far beyond his reach. After the demonstration ended, the gym teacher announced Maya's credentials. Regional Golden Gloves champion, two-time state finalist. Murmurs spread through the crowd. Suddenly, every cruel word, every laugh, every act of mockery felt small and shameful. Jason left the ring without a word, his head down, a sight no one had ever seen before. The days that followed changed everything at Lincoln High. The same students who once laughed now looked at Maya with respect and guilt. But Maya never gloated. She walked the halls with the same calm grace as before, her presence a quiet reminder that true strength doesn't need noise. Jason stopped showing up for lunch for a while. When he finally did, his tone had changed. He didn't apologize, not out loud, but sometimes change begins in silence too. Weeks later, Maya received a letter in her locker. It wasn't signed, but the handwriting was shaky. "You didn't have to let me keep my dignity, but you did. Thank you." Maya folded it carefully and smiled. She knew who it was from. Her story spread beyond the school, a quiet ripple across social media, a lesson wrapped in humility. Because sometimes, the greatest victories aren't won by fighting back, but by rising above. And Maya's victory wasn't about beating a bully. It was about changing a mindset, proving that strength, grace, and dignity could break barriers fists never could. Final line, powerful takeaway. When the world tells you to shrink, remember Maya Carter, the girl who stood tall, fought with silence, and won a battle no trophy could ever measure.